Why don't we move on to another New York artist, Nyck Caution, dropping Open Flame.
Yes,
I
sir.
think I can't remember. Did we have we talked about him on the pod? Did we talk about Nick at Night with Kirk
We
Knight?
we did not talk about Nick and Knife. That's a oversight by me. But we've only talked about Nick and his relationship to Pro Era and Joey.
Yeah.
Notably, big feature on Ring the Alarm on Joey's last album, and of course, a big part of the Beast Coast album from last year. But we haven't talked about any of his other stuff. His last solo project was Disguise the Limit way back in 2016, which has one of his biggest songs, What's Understood. But yeah, haven't talked about him yet. And he's been quiet though. So it makes sense.
Uh,
But yeah,
I'm
got this
laughing.
quick little EP.
Yeah, and I'm laughing just looking at your screen because him in the Leonardo DiCaprio, like his face photoshopped over Leo in that picture is just
Yeah.
so chef's kiss, man. It's so perfect. Yeah, this EP was pretty interesting, right? So I think there's some really great moments on here, and then just some stuff I'm like, okay, pretty forgettable. But I think the place we kind of have to start is Margot Robbie, right? Like that's the bop off this one, the one that's
Correct.
getting radio play, the one that's getting attention. How'd you feel about Margot Robbie?
Yeah, I mean, well, that's classic PE. That's classic Beast
Mm-hmm.
Coast, right? That is some old school boom bap production, traditionalist flow, right? But it's also littered with lots of quotables from a competent rapper. So it's kind of that formula we come to expect if you're fans of these people. But yeah, I mean, I think Margot Robbie's total banger, and the line that fucking hits me is like, was it told me it would be better next year, but I'm a Knicks fan or something. And it's like, God, man, that sucks because that's accurate. Um, yeah, no, I like Margot Robbie a lot. That reminds me a lot of like classic Joey, like 1999
Mm-hmm.
stuff. So that was definitely a highlight.
Yeah, I also thought it was nice to hear Michi Darko from Flatbush Zombies
Mm-hmm.
on Familia. I
Famiglia.
thought
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a pretty solid track, and the last one too, "Slipping Away." I really liked how it was a lot smoother uh, of a track than the other ones. It wasn't as like bouncy. It was just more like gliding over the beat, and I think like the first track, "Demons Don't Take Off from Work," um, and "More Than I Deserve" with Flip De Niro. I wasn't like super taken by those tracks, kind of forgettable, but this is, it seems like from reading about this drop, Open Flame, this is kind of like the primer for a bigger album later on, that these songs don't really fit onto the album, in
Nice
terms
sign.
of, yeah, which I think is great, that he has just these loosies he can drop that are this high quality, and that he has something a little bit bigger, a little bit more um, curated that's going to be coming out down the line. So I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, more than I deserve. I agree. It doesn't wow you, but it did stand out to me because he's using a different flow than that classic Nick, that classic throwback New York flow.
Mhm.
And that kind of reminded me of like on Beast Coast with Coast Clear, where he's doing a little bit of something outside his comfort zone. So interested to see if that next album, next mixtape, whatever it is, if there is more of that diversification of sound. Because again, like even if he doesn't want to do that, he just wants to make some traditionalist stuff. There's still an audience for that. And yeah, you'll never become a superstar doing that, but you can still be very successful. So uh, it sounds like he's like a lot of the Beast Coast guys open to more things as well. So that's cool. Actually, Famiglia was interesting to me because I thought the Meech mix on his verse wasn't that strong. Like I had to listen to it
Hmm.
again. I was like, I can't really. I had a hard time picking out some of his lyrics, which is not normally the case. So I wonder if I don't know who mixed it. I wonder if that was a product of quarantine. I don't know, but
Hmm. That's a
I did
good
like the
point.
song though.
Yeah, I think overall this is a solid EP. Um, I'm looking forward to the bigger album down the line.